Oh,
Even if you
sure.
miss the session also, you'll get that recording.
Awesome. Thank you.
First, yesterday, today, and tomorrow, there will be a demo sessions. And once that, we will start the actual sessions.
Okay.
As discussed, we will see what is RPA. RPA stands for Robotic Process Automation. Robotic Process Automation. The name itself, we can see process and automation and robotics. What we think like in terms of robotics in general terms, like whatever the human doing the actions, it will mimic that by using some machine, right? That we have the perspective of what is meant by robot and the process, and whatever the organization particular activity, the particular task, the particular designation of that person he is doing related to using applications and Excel related PPT, database, Excel, and other documents, whatever it is, other applications. Whatever he is doing, we call it as process. Like and automation. Automation means like whatever manually we are someone is doing, if we make it as automatic, then we call it as automation. So the name itself says that the process we are doing the automation. Manual process transforming into automation by using robotics. Here, robotics meant for not a physical robot. It's not having any physical form. It's just a software, like it's a kind of applications, set of applications in order to make this product. So software applications only. So we can also call it as software bot. Okay. So is it clear?
Yeah.
In a high level. Yeah.
Yes.
The history for this RPA, initially RPA is technology. Under the technology, we'll be having different products, like how we have any other if we say vehicle, we'll be having different products from Suzuki, from Tata, like from Mahindra, like that. Like that, here also we having RPA technology, and under that there are different types of RPA tools available in the market. One of those is OpenSpan and UiPath, Blue Prism, Automation Anywhere, Work Fusion, and there are Cofite, and there are a lot of RPA tools available in the market. There will be a difference between one tool to other tool, and one tool, considering that features, it is suitable for one environment, and another tool it is suitable for another environment. Even there will be a similar features available in the multiple tools. Organization prefers which tool is best for them and which is less expensive for them regarding license costs. So based on that, organization will adopt the particular technology. Okay. Initially, this we are discussing one of the tool in our RPA technology is Pega Robotics. So OpenSpan is a company where developed one product and released into the market. That is OpenSpan. So after that, Pega named a company that acquired this OpenSpan product, and they have released in the market with the Pega Robotics, Pega RPA name. And initially, OpenSpan 8 version, 7 version, 19 version. Now currently it is 22 version. Okay. After OpenSpan, sold that product to Pega, we are calling it as Pega RPA or Pega Robotics. Okay. Now there is no confusion, right? Even OpenSpan is not called OpenSpan or Pega RPA, both are same. Okay. Are you with me? Hello? Sharon, are you with me? I'm not able to hear you. Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
I tried from laptop, but for some reason my audio is not. Your audio is not visible to me. So I joined from phone also. This is me only in both the places.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got that information, or can I explain? Okay, where, I mean, is there any lag in I mean,
Yeah, about RPA, I got it, and about the technologies, I heard that you said OpenSpan and few other technologies were there, automation anywhere, and it depends on the organization to decide which one they go with.
yes. And okay. So after that, I said like someone called it as OpenSpan, someone called it as Pega Robotics because initially it was OpenSpan and Pega purchased that OpenSpan product and they have released in the market with the Pega Robotics name. Okay, it is one of the product from Pega now. So Pega having a lot of products, it is one of the product for them. So Pega has a wide variety of tools available for them, and they have like a large occupancy in the industry. So that this tool having a wide, I mean, a wide scope to implement this technology in other organizations. Whatever the context they are having, they are giving this product as part of their product, and also they're purchasing the license of this each product to the organization. Okay, they're molding many organizations to use their product.
Okay.
Okay, and this is history of RPA, like OpenSpan and Pega Robotics, and we will see example where we will use this RPA, why we need RPA, or why organization need this RPA into their business. Initially, in 2016, before that, there were not much people using this RPA tools. They are conventional way they are doing their work and they are processing, they are achieving some productivity. But whereas after knowing about this RPA tools, what it does, every organization adopting this feature into their process. So we will see in one scenario, we will see how it is useful. Let's say in an organization, there is an agent and his job is to go to collect the invoices and go to that particular transaction details, and he has to collect that information. And for monitoring other historical transactions for the one of the customer, he has to refer other applications. Let's say some web application, some Windows application. uh, Complete information will not be sharing in one single system in any organization. There will be a split and segregation among the particular category for each customer. Okay, so agent he has to refer different sources to get the relevant information, and he has to generate a report, and he has to send it to the manager or his team. This is his activity. For each customer, he has to do that. Like that, for all customers, he has to do the repetitive task continuously, and he has to generate report. At the end, he has to send it to his team or his manager. Let's say for one customer generating report, it is taking 10 minutes or 5 minutes. Let's say there will be thousands of customers or lakhs of customers. So one person cannot do all these things, so the organization will hire more people to perform the same activity. Okay, it's a repetitive activity, and he has to, they are doing on daily basis. This is his job. Like yeah, if we implement this RPA technology, what it will do is like reading information from any PDF, or launching applications, extracting information from the application, or need to feed some information to the applications, and generating Excel report and sending mail. All this activity this RPA tool can do. Whatever the human doing, it will mimic that actions by using this application, I mean by using this tool. Whatever we are developing the solution, by using this tool, we call it as a bot. That bot we will give it to end user. The particular agent will use this bot solution, and he will run this bot, and he will uh, uh, I mean, for one bot, for one customer, as I said, like he's taking 5 minutes, whereas in the same bot will not take 5 minutes for sure. It will take 2 minutes or 1 minute, not more
Okay.
than that. Like that,
Okay.
he is doing for 8 hours only. Again, organization thinks there is a huge volume, it has to process within a certain period of time. Then what organization will think? They will hire more people, they will train them, and they will rotational basis, they will run 24 by 7, which means the involvement cost, everything, it is increasing. So in that scenario, this bot will not take any less like humans. What there is a commitment of 8 hours to do. Bot can run 24 by 7.
Mm.
Okay, so that
Yeah.
organization will think of this benefits. What like here we can say time reduce. I mean time, the number of amount of time it is taking to perform the same actions for human, it is high, and for the bot it is less. And he will do for 8 hours only, and this bot will do for 24 by 7. And the company has to provide all benefits to the employee, and whereas for this bot, development cost involved, license cost involved, and maintenance cost whenever there is a need of any error or supporting team will be there, one or two. Okay,
Mhm.
for them they will be considering this, there will be a less cost for this bot. So like that, there will be many processes in the organization wherever there is a no decision making in terms of whether it has to approve or not approve. There will be no decision making in such scenarios. If it is a rule-based decision making, then we can automate that by using this bot. If there is a particular decision only manager or a particular authority can do those I mean, approving authority, this bot will not do because it will not having any AI. It will not think what it has to do.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Whatever we are defining the rules, it will simply follow those rules and it will perform the actions. So company is adopting these RPA tools into their regular tasks to automate. So they are seeing the benefits in future. What I mean, how much they can get return on investments if they spend some amount of money on these products. Okay, this is one scenario where organization think of like to implement of these bots into their processes. Okay, and we see what are the benefits of this RPA. As we discussed a few of them, we already discussed benefit advantages. We can say advantages or benefits. Time, productivity. Let's say time, as I said, bot is taking less time compared to human, and productivity. But if a human is doing, he is doing 5 minutes, which means uh, around 12, 12 records he can do. And for 8 hours, 8 into 12 times he will do. Whereas if the bot is doing, let's say it is taking only 2 minutes, the processing time it is reducing, and the productivity it is increasing, right? Obviously. So we can say the advantage of this using this tool also, productivity for the organization it is increasing. Okay, and accuracy and efficiency. If you see accurate, bot is doing accurate results. It is giving accurate results. I mean, when there is a human is performing certain actions, it is not intentional for the human to do mistakes, but there will be a chance of doing mistakes. For one customer updating the information, again it will be duplicate of the previous information, or one customer information by mistakenly he will update in other customer profile, like that he can do. whereas bot will not do such errors, because whatever the rules we are setting, as we discussed, the bot will follow the same rules, which means the results will be accurate and efficient. Whereas if we do when there is in the organization, when there is a high volume of data to be processed, which means if currently there are 10 employees in the organization, let's say consider 10 employees. Today's work for 10 employees, it is fine. They are able to handle certain amount of volume. But when it comes to after a few days, let's say 30 people work or 40 people work, it came. Those 10 people will not capable of doing those high volume in the same amount of time. Okay, in that scenario, organization wanted to do to fulfill the requirement, they will hire more people. And whenever there is a work, they will hire them. Whenever there is no work, immediately they cannot fire like that, right? So they have to give all the benefits to the employee, and for new ones they have to train them like that. They have to do in that scenario, they cannot do scalability. But whereas if we developed one bot for the same process, we can deploy the same solution in multiple machines. When there is a huge volume of data, the same solution will be deployed in another machine to run. Okay, when there is no less volume of data, we will not run in the same bot in multiple machines. How many machines we would like to run, those many we can configure, and we can do it. So that scalability. Okay, and 24/7, as I said here, 24/7 time reduction, and we'll say 24/7 it can support. And resource as we discussed, for organization there is no need to hire more people for doing the same job. Okay, and one more thing we'll be having is training cost for people, and all will be reduced, and development time is very less. Development time and easy maintenance. Development time and easy maintenance. If we do see development time, why I'm calling it as time is less. If we do any scripting language by using the code, they have to define 100 lines of codes or 1,000 lines of codes to fulfill the requirement, to integrate all other applications to perform certain actions. They have to do like many lines of code development. But whereas here we are using the tool, right? Already we'll be having lot of predefined tools, the design blocks we can see from that particular component, uh, required method or property or event. We can just drag and drop into the development environment, and we can connect the establish the connection between those design blocks. Sequential wise, what it has to do after first step or second step, third step, we can develop such flows. When there is no predefined components available, or providing by this tool, we can write our own script. There is a feasibility that we can do our own development also, so that development time is very less compared to conventional development of any solution. And easy maintenance, when what we say easy maintenance here, we will modularize the task that we are automating, so that we are reusable the same thing whenever there is a need of, let's say, launching the application, or closing the application, we will modularize and we will define separate automation workflows so that we can call how many times we want to use particular automation. That is one of that. And also it is easy to diagnose the like issue and what is the root cause of the issue and how to resolve that particular issue. We can provide these things. And let's say these are the benefits of this tool. Okay.
Okay.
Let's say what is the difference between one tool to other tool and which organization will take which tool. As we discussed, like organization will think of two things: whether this tool fulfill the requirements for for the applications in their environment, whether that can be automated by using this tool or not. And other thing, license cost. Like if the multiple tools are doing the same thing, then they will think of the license cost. Whichever product they are purchasing the license with the less cost, then they will adopt that particular tool. Like that, one organization currently using one tool. uh, I mean, in after 1 year or 2 years, let's say organization think of other tool is giving more features with less cost, then they will adopt that one. The existing developed solution will be migrated and converted to other technology. Okay, that is
Okay.
what organization currently doing it now, because every tool currently releasing new versions and more features adding with the current I mean versions. Because if they are not improving the capability of these tools, they will not sustain in the market. So each and every time they are whatever the issues they are finding in the real time, they are identifying those and they are giving the solution for them, and those fixes are including into the current versions and they are releasing the newer versions. Okay, that is so that they will be keep on in the market, and the positions and the organization will adopt this technology. This is one of the reasons. And
Oh,
as we discussed, the leading tools are Pega Robotics, UiPath, and Blue Prism, Automation Anywhere. There are many, but from past few years, these are the known and regularly organization adopting tools. Okay,
okay.
and there will be a implementation of these tools in different phases in the current processes in any organizations. First phase is like planning phase. We'll see phases of implementation. Phases of implementation of
Uh, yeah. Before going there, I have a few questions. Can I just validate them? Uh,
yes, please.
yeah. I didn't get your name first. Sorry.
My name is Zubda.
Durga.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Durga. Uh, so Durga, the thing is like I'm already working on Pega right now as a CSSA. So, in order to learn this technology or RPA tool, do I need to know anything other than Pega? Like, I heard from few people that you need to know .NET, but is it true that I need to know .NET in order to learn this?
I mean, if you learn this tool, like you can by seeing itself, what is the design block and how to get it, how to connect the establishment, how to develop the solution, you can understand. But behind it, what the particular design blocks, the lines of code it is having, what is the functionality of it. If you want to understand, it will be very easy to develop the solutions by using these tools. But the scripting language, you might need C sharp script,
Which one?
C sharp, C
C
sharp.net,
sharp. C sharp .NET. Okay.
because this
Okay.
RPA tool is based out of that C sharp.net only.
Okay. And as part of this one, I know there is a 19.1 version and then they released 21 and now it is 22, I believe. So, which version are we going through? Will we be going through? Okay.
19.1 actually very minimum organizations, like, which means like very less organizations adopted 22 versions. Currently there are a lot of organizations using 19.1 subversion only. 19.1 having many subversions like 19.1.1, 19.1.2, 19.1.87, 133, like that. There'll be many versions.
Okay.
So,
And
wow,
mm,
yeah, hard fixes they are giving and they're releasing in the next subversion. If there is any major change, then there are the product team is giving a major version change, like 19.1 to directly 22.1, like that they are giving. And the UI also completely changed and features also completely changed. And the immediate effect, organizations will not adopt this 22 because and in any organization there will be hundreds of bots they are
mm,
doing already developed by using lower versions. If they want to do migrate to higher versions, uh, first they will check for the feasibility, whether there will be any impact of the I mean implementing updating the version.
mhm.
Without checking all these things, they will not update their versions, so that it will not immediately affect, but it will take years.
Okay. But if I learn this 90.1 now, and if you will I be able to understand 22 if I just go through it, or it's
Yeah,
complete different universe?
19.1, if you understand, 22 you can easily adapt. But whereas if you directly go with the 22, you will not be able to understand 19.1 version,
Okay.
because UI will be different. Features will not be having what 22 is having it.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. And one last question is, um, will we be integrating, like we will be doing the project, right, for sure, when we are going through these sessions?
Sorry, I didn't get you. Can you please come
No,
again?
we will be going through some project, right, when we are going
Yes.
through this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So will there be that that robotic Pega robotic manager, that connections, bot building, all these things will we be doing, like connecting with the Pega applications to just run some application
Yeah,
of
backup
this?
PRPC, we can say that, and we
Hmm.
can establish the connection with the studio and with the Pega platform, that we can do. And Pega Robo Manager is one of the application in Pega, and whereas we will do scheduling and the maintenance and monitoring of these bots in
Okay, we
Pega
will do.
Robo Manager application. And the environment, if I'm able to get, I'll see if I'm able to get that environment, then I can show it. Or else, theoretical wise, documents I can share it to you, because
Okay.
those environments will not get outside. Let's say if I want to show something on Citrix or mainframe environment, I cannot
Hmm.
get those environments.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay.
But I can provide you the theoretical information. I can show you some with some screenshots available in the with images in the Google.
Okay. Sure. But Pega
Uh,
PRP's integration, we will be able to see, right? That robot manager, that portal,
mm, yeah.
calling it from a flow, like activity, automation activity calling from a flow. All these things will be doing.
Yes, yes. By
Okay,
using the
that is what I'm.
properties, we will transfer the data from Pega Studio to Pega application.
Okay, that's what I'm actually looking for. Thank you.
Yes, yes. And we'll be having different types of under RPA. We'll be having two types. One is RPA and another one is RDA. Like here, I'll tell you under RPA, we'll be having RPA and RDA. RPA, as we discussed, RPA stands for Robotic Process Automation, and the RDA stands for Robotic Desktop Automation. And, the difference between these two is where in RPA, if the solution, if we are developing any solution, if it falls under RPA, then there will be a no human intervention from end to end, like it will do automatically. There will be no human intervention. But whereas in RDA case, if there is a human intervention needed, suppose he has to feed some inputs on the go while executing the solution. So in such scenarios, we will develop such solutions under RDA. The development for these both is similar, RPA and RDA. Whereas in RDA, we will define some user forms so that user can interact, like triggering or feeding some input to the application, or taking some decisions like ad hoc process whenever they want to run something like that. We will define the solution under RDA. If there are no human intervention involved, then we will develop solutions and we will call it as RPA. Okay.
Okay.
And the phases of implementation, as I said initially, how it does is like development. I mean, before that development, there will be a information gathering, which means from the user, we have to understand the process. Generally, this, I mean, who will do this job, be a business analyst or I mean, in organization, this role differs. Developer directly, he involves in gathering the information from the business team, or if there is a BA involved, then BA will do this job. So he will or she will understand the process from the business, and they will document that information, and with the screenshot and with the description of that, and every minute information, even a small single click of that application, it has to capture in that document, because while developing, user will follow the same developer will follow the same guidelines whatever there in the documentation. So there will be no gap, there will be no missing information while gathering that data from the business team. Because if business team having a 5 to 10 scenarios, like if they are giving the information only for 4 scenarios, then there will be a in production, when this bot is deployed in production, there will be failure in that particular scenario, whichever it is missed. So every minute information and all cover scenarios, failure scenario, success scenario, exception scenario, all these things, it has to capture in that document. Once this document is prepared, and it has to go for the business team sign off. So they, after verifying that data, they will give the sign off. There will be no missing information. You can proceed with this documentation kind of thing. Once the sign off is given by the business team, and like developer will take that document, and he will follow the process after this step. What I mean, in that document, as I said, every minute information and navigation of applications, it will be there, right? So all those information, it will be captured, and he will develop the solution based on that. For developing a solution, we will be having environments like IDE. Like every application or every tool, it's having its own IDE, integrated development environment, right? In that development environment, we will get that development environment in 2 ways here. One is either we'll be having Pega Robotic Studio directly installed in our machine, or second one is if you're already having Visual Studio, and on top of it, we can install the plugin of this Pega Robotic Studio, so that we will get the same kind of environments for development. As I said, repeating once again, Pega Robotic Studio directly installed in our machine, or if we are having Visual Studio, or if we want to install Visual Studio and then plugin. The difference between these two is that if we install directly Pega Robotic Studio, then the scripting we cannot do. The intelligence in the scripting, we cannot find it, the diagnostics and all. But whereas if we having Visual Studio, those features already built in, so that we will get more benefits if we having Visual Studio, and on top of it plugin Pega Robotic Studio plugin. Okay, that is
Okay, but
development.
debugging and to understand the components, Visual Studio is the best way then.
Yeah. like debugging and the components we will be having in Pega Robotic Studio only. But scripting wise, if you want to debug, then we have to have Visual Studio installed.
Okay.
Okay, and phasing wise, as we discussed, like this one. Development. When coming to development, we will develop the automation workflows. As I said, we will not build a entire solution in one automation workflow or automation file, because there will be limitation for that particular file, like 1 MB. If we increase that size of that development in that particular automation file, it will be crash or it will not respond. So that we will modularize according to particular task. There will be a login automation or closing a particular application, and navigating, and certain actions it is doing in the application. That we will modularize and we'll split and we will different. We will develop in multiple automations. And maintenance also it is very easy, and plug and play features will be adding to that. If the same automation, if we need to use in a other solution, we can just plug and play that automation. Such a way, if we develop, it will be very useful for any development. Okay, so we will develop by following the coding standards. The organization coding standards are varying, but most of them are similar. Okay, so we will develop and we will do unit test with the environments we are having as development environment. Directly, we will not do develop the bots in production environment. There will be a risk. There will be impact to the business. So the development environment only we will develop, and if we are having testing environment, we will do testing in that. After a successful testing of end user business team also, then only we will move this solution to production, or else we will follow this same. If any issues found, we will find the root cause of this and we will release it for testing. Once the development is done, unit testing is done from our end, we will give the solution to business team for testing in their environment. So if they say everything is working fine, if they provide sign off, then we will move it to the production. In this phase, like after development, deployment, and deploying the project is there, and moving it to the production is there. After that, moving it to the production, support and maintenance activity will come into picture. Because if you give directly the solution to the business, they will not. We have to standardize something in the development environment. We have to let them know by supporting at the time of deploying in their environment, and also while running for a couple of days.
Okay.
Okay, and here in this scenario, if any issues comes in the production because of any input failure, they are not giving in a correct format, or application got changed, application inner components got changed, that in that scenario bot will fail, because we are developing the solution based on certain rules. We are identifying and we are setting it to the bot to identify the particular controls or application by using some rules. If any of the rule changes, then bot will fail. In such scenarios, we will identify those and we will give the support to them.
Okay.
Okay, these are the phases in the development environment. And whereas if we see current version, it is 22.1, whereas currently in many organizations using, as I said, 19.1. Okay. And I'll show you what are the topics that we are going to cover during this session. Apart from these topics, also we will see like many other features and the components which we are using, like script component or any utilities like string, date, time, all these things, and many events related many things we are going to see. But in a high level, we are going to cover all these things in a period of like 25 to 30 days.
Okay.
Okay. Then, as we have seen here, scheduling, right? Scheduling and deployment. Here, we can do deployment in multiple ways here. One is like a local deployment we can do. Another one is server deployment we can do, like to Pega. That we will discuss. And scheduling process. How we can do scheduling by using Windows Star Scheduler or by using Pega Robo Manager feature, providing the scheduling process, right? That those we will see.
Okay.
And also as part of before starting the sessions, we will see overview on the tools, Windows available in the tool, and how to install this, how to develop the automation flows, and we will see certain applications like Windows applications like CRM and web applications by using Pega provided training sites, all these things. And for help related, we'll be having certain sites, whereas Pega Academy is there where we can follow live discussions with the experts. If any one of the developer or any organization member is having some issue, he can raise his concern in that forum, so that experts or anyone who knows the solution for it, they can reply back to them. And the discussion we can see, and the pace of approach to identify the root cause, to provide fixes, we can identify those things. And also certification related things, as you said, like you are a CSS, right? And CRS will be having certified robotics Pega system architect, and it costs around 14,000, it seems. That we will do certification in peer centers. There will be a centers we have to go and give an attempt there.
Okay.
Okay. And for theoretical wise, we'll be having build.openspan.com. These sites we can go and we can understand each individual component defined in the toolbox. There will be a different helping sites to understand this tool, like forums and these applications and training sites. Everything are readily available. Okay, these are the things we are going to discuss, and any other issues also if in the going on the sessions, if any apart from this out of the box issues also, if someone raises their concern, we will discuss those things.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Now I'll open a session for any question and answers. If you need any information or clarification, you can ask.
Yeah, I think I asked all the questions before only. But one thing is like if we go through this 30 days training now, but I believe 19.1 certification is now not there, right? I believe it is 21, or is still 19.1 is still available for taking the certification.
I didn't follow that update. I will check with any one of my team. I will update you on that. I'm not sure, but initially I went for a 19.1 certification only.
Okay.
I didn't get. Even I can see that in forum. I will update you.
Okay. And if I take all this, then I should be able to complete the certification by myself, right?
Yes, yes. Like there will be mock tests in the Pega Academy itself. Once we go to all these sessions, we will able to understand the flows, right? About this tool and all. And each session we'll be having a mock test, and by going through that mock test, we can come to know how much score we are getting in that, and like how much knowledge we are acquiring from that. We can evaluate ourselves, and we can then only we can go for the certification.
Okay. And one last thing, how demanding is RPA compared to other RPA tools, Durga?
Like comparing to other scripting language initially, if let's say like it's not accurate, but if 10 years experience .NET developer, he's getting 8 lakhs. Even 2 years of experience of any of the tool, he will get more than that initially,
I mean, like
because
not in terms of, yeah, not in terms of
there'll be
salary. And
yeah, I'll tell you that also.
okay.
Initially, there will be less profiles so that the demand will be more. But later, there will be huge profiles, and organizations will evaluating their skills and their experience, and salary basis also they are considering. But when after certain a period of time, what organizations they are more switch to other technologies, and they have adopted other tools. That time whenever there is the calls are coming from particular technologies, whoever learning, they are switching immediately to other technologies. But whenever this demand of this profile, right, RPA profile or Pega robotics profile, whenever there is a organization adopting this technology, they look for this profile in the market. Like if that particular time, if there are no profiles, only less profile, then they will be lucky to get a easy, and whatever the demand that they have asked, they will get it. If one organization adopted this, there will be a lot of openings. Let's say an example, TCS or Infosys or HCL or Ford, yeah, let's say there'll be hundreds of developers even in big organizations only for doing these automations.
Okay.
Small companies will be having like a minimum number of automation developers, whereas organizations Ford and all, and they'll be having more developers.
Okay. Sure.
And also, as I said, like this is not constant. If organization follow, adopted one technology, then if after certain period of time, if other tool is giving more benefits and with the less cost, right, they will adopt to the technology. That time, the new technology people will benefited.
Mhm. Okay.
The demand is varying time to time.
Okay. And how easy is it to, once we learn this RPA tool, is it easy to learn or switch to other RPA tools? Is it, are they similar or they are completely different?
It is easy, yeah, if you understand the scripting behind it. Because if you see the backend scripting, right? If I show you like this is how integrating the application and the logging process, just I'll do connecting, dragging and dropping, connecting. I'll tell you so that you can easily understand. But you have to follow the same process for some other task, then you cannot replicate the same. But if you know the backend, what this design block is doing, so you can use this particular component wherever there is a requirement of this particular scenario.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay, development is easy, is very easy, but understanding behind the design block process, if you know, then it will be hands-on. Like in a fingertips, we can, do the development.
Okay. Sure. You said it is C#.net, right? Or C sharp dot
C#.
C sharp. Yeah, that's it from my side, Durga.
Actually, management asked to provide their number, and we have asked to inform to the student. Join person people to message them. I'm just texting one number.
Okay.
Yes. yes to them, demo day 2 kind of thing. Just 96525 32 753. 96525 32 752. Okay, I pinged that number in the chat. You can just message them RPA demo 2.
So they will send the new link.
I don't know, they will share the recordings or they'll provide that some information. I'm not
Okay.
sure. They asked to update, I mean, let the people know this number and text them.
Okay. I will send them a text message then.
Yeah, sure. And tomorrow also there will be a similar kind of a demo session, and it's kind of replicate information of currently what we have discussed. Post that we will start the sessions.
Okay. So tomorrow also same session you are saying, right?
Yeah, there might be a same kind of information. Yesterday some people joined today, and tomorrow there will be some other persons. So till this demo 3 sessions completed, this kind of information I'm sharing. With the actual session getting started, I'll start the actual tool discussion.
Okay. Sure. Thanks, Durga.
Thank you. Thanks for joining.
Yeah. Bye, Durga. Take care.